Chapter 2: Internal Structure of the Earth. The Earth, our homeland, is a dynamic planet. It is constantly undergoing changes inside and outside. Have you ever wondered what lies in the interior of the Earth? What is the Earth made up of? The shape and size of the Earth is slightly bulging at the equator and flattened at the poles. The polar diameter is about 43 kilometers shorter than the equatorial diameter. For all practical purposes, we assume the Earth to be a sphere. Technically, it is called a spheroid. Around 230 BC, Eratosthenes, a Greek philosopher living in Egypt, tried to find out the size of the Earth. His calculations were very close to the actual measurements of today. The equatorial circumference, as calculated by him, was about 40,000 kilometers, while the actual equatorial circumference is about 40,075 kilometers. Interior of the Earth. The shape of the Earth is just like an onion. By analyzing the seismogram recorded from many earthquakes, scientists have discovered that three main layers of or shells exist within the Earth. Isaac Newton was one of the first scientists to theorize about the structure of the Earth. Since then, many scientists presented theories on the structure of the Earth. The part of the Earth we live on is a very thin layer relative to the inner Earth. The interior of the Earth can be divided into three major layers based on chemical composition and characteristics. They are the crust, mantle, and the core. Crust. The uppermost layer of the Earth's surface is called the crust. The continental crust is composed of a layer called the seal, which is made up of silica and aluminium. The oceanic crust is composed of basaltic layer called seema, which is made up of silica and magnesium. Crust is thicker on the continents and thinner on the ocean floors. The seal layer is floating on the seema layer. The average depth of seal is about 20 kilometers and the average depth of seema is about 25 kilometers. Mantle lies between the crust and the core. It comprises about 83% of the Earth's volume. It is made up of plates that move and create continental drift. Beyond 900 kilometers, this layer is completely homogeneous. Upper mantle is known as asthenosphere. It extends up to a depth of 700 kilometers. Lower mantle is semi-solid and is plastic in nature. The average density of the mantle is about 8 grams/cm. The innermost layer of the Earth is called the core. It is otherwise known as knife, because of the presence of nickel and ferrous, iron. This layer produces Earth's magnetic field. There are two main divisions, outer core and inner core. The particles present here resemble like liquid. It may be in a solid state due to excessive pressure of the surrounding layers. Rocks and minerals. The materials underlying the land surface comprise soil and firm and solid materials called rocks. Some rocks contain compounds of metals of commercial value. They are referred to as ores. Rocks are a mixture of various minerals. Silica and feldspar make up bulk of the rocks. Agents of weathering change rocks into soil, which supports both plant and animal life. Rocks are broadly classified as ligneous, sedimentary, and metamorphic. Igneous rocks. The word igneous comes from the Latin word ignis, which means fire. Igneous rocks are formed by the cooling of the molten magma inside the Earth or on the surface of the Earth. It takes thousands of years for large masses of molten magma to cool down and become rocks. When the magma reaches the surface of the Earth, it is called lava. The igneous rocks have the following characteristics. 1. These rocks are hard and compact. 2. They do not possess rounded particles. 3. They do not have remains of animals or plant. Sedimentary rocks. Large masses of rocks break down into boulders, pebbles, sand or clay and are carried away by running water, moving ice or wind. The broken rock material is deposited either on the seabed or on the land. The deposits are mostly in the form of layers. The lower layers of the sediments are compressed by the upper layers and get hardened. The rocks thus formed are rocks. The sedimentary rocks have the following characteristics. 1. Their rocks are made up of the particles of various sizes. 2. They have horizontal layers one over the other. 3. As they are mostly formed underwater, these rocks have mud cracks and marks of waves. 4. These rocks also contain remains of animals and plants between the layers or sediments. Metamorphic rocks. These are actually igneous or sedimentary rocks, which have been changed due to excessive heat and pressure inside the earth. Small crystals combine together, and from large crystals, various minerals combine to form new minerals. The rocks, thus transformed, are called metamorphic rocks. The act of metamorphism takes hundreds of years. The main examples are marble, slate, gneiss and quartzite. These rocks are very hard and gems can be found in these rocks in due course of time. 1. Limestone has changed into marble. 2. Shale has changed into slate. 3. Granite has changed into gneiss. 4. Sandstone has changed into quartzite. Minerals are those substances which occur naturally in the rocks. Each mineral usually contains 2 or 3 simple substances called elements. Minerals have definite chemical composition. Some minerals provide us metals and chemicals. A rock in which a particular mineral is found in large percentage is called the ore of that mineral. Mining is mostly done in those areas when ores occur. Rock cycle. Rocks in the Earth's crust undergo changes over a period of time. First to be formed were the igneous rocks. Later these disintegrated into sediments. The sediments deposited under water bodies form sedimentary rocks. Later these changed to metamorphic rocks. When metamorphic rocks get buried deep inside earth, they melt to form magma. Rock distribution in India: Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Chota Nagpur Plateau, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, etc. are the regions where huge amount of granite is found in India. Limestone occurs widely in peninsular India. Coal mines occurs in the basins of rivers Godavari, Mahanadi, and Damodar. Marble is found in Rajasthan, the Indo-Gangetic Plains. We know that 3 natural components of our environment are land, water and air. Life exists only where all these 3 natural components exist in right combination. These components depend on each other. So, it is our duty to preserve the 3 from being polluted.